please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Welcome traders to analysis of forex pairs. We're going to look at Euro USD, AUD USD, GBP USD and USD CAD. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Vic. So let's start with DXY actually, even before we look at the forex pairs. If you haven't seen the DXY analysis, you must check it out because all major pairs, all USD based pairs are dependent on DXY, and if you know what DXY is trying to do or what it has done, then you will have a better idea about the direction and about the strength of your currency pair. So on DXY, without going into too much details, what I can tell that the market has broken through this trend line. We are at this FCP zone, and this is the monthly critical level, this one 90.133. now 90.133, why this is monthly critical level is because if the market closes beyond this, then you have a very strong possibility of it actually picking up bullish momentum. Even if it actually closes below this, there is still a possibility of bullish momentum, but that is a little lower probability. So that is why this is very, very important. If we see a strong rejection of this level 90.3133, then we are looking for downward movement into coming into 89.20, this level here 89.703, and maybe further down into 88.652. so that's possible, but for now this is looking like a good consolidation which is happening right now. And for further details, go and check out the DXY analysis on the YouTube channel. You'll also find it in one of the suggested videos or in the description of this video. So let's look at AUD USD first. On AUD USD, what we can see, if I just switch it off and go to the higher time frame, just to give you a perspective, the market has come into this water moving average, and then that's why it is getting rejected. It tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and it has not been able to go through it, and I do not think it will be able to go through it. So next month I'm expecting a bearish candle, and after that it may form a bullish candle once again. But for now, let's focus on what is happening right now. If this candle turns into a bullish candle, okay, by end of this month, which is going to be the Monday, right? The last day of the month will be the Monday. So if it turns into a bullish candle, then next month is going to be a completely bearish candle. Okay, so that is what we can expect from this candlestick pattern here. But so far it is stuck there, so I'll be preferring I will prefer my short positions a lot more than long positions. And in this process we can also see that market has created a complex W pattern. If you are not able to see it, then this is how it is looking. So what we can do is something like this. So there are complex W patterns. One is like this, and another one that we can have is something like this. And when W pattern completes, the market is expected to go down. But because this is consolidating here, and that is why I'm saying this can ultimately go higher into this 200 moving average later on. That is a possibility, but that's on monthly time frame, so it may not be of any concern next week or even in coming days. So let's go to the weekly time frame. What we have is that market is simply consolidating, and this gave us a very good short opportunity here, because if you know how to trade these FCPW patterns, then you know that market was supposed to go down from here, and that's why the market is falling. And in that process, when you spot a W pattern, you will also spot an M pattern, and that is why the market is expected, if it falls down here somewhere around here, around 76,000 or something, then it can push back again. That's quite a possibility. But for now, on a higher level, the market is respecting this, and this is forming a pattern which can lead it to fall further down, at least to around this level, which is going to be 76 or something. So this is on the higher time frame. If I go to the daily time frame, this is the moving average which I'm looking for as a support. You can see this is also a very, very nice level here which the market has been respecting, but because this candlestick actually went through it, and very recently, I'm expecting it to go down to like this. Okay, on the bullish side of things, because we always assess both sides, so on the bullish side we also have an M pattern, but for that market needs to go and find good bullish momentum to form that, and it needs to go through this higher level as well. So these are all the structures that we have. Let's open the analysis, and these are the levels that you should be looking at. I'm going to post these levels in the Telegram group. If you're not there, go and check it out. It's free Telegram group, so you should join there. So this is the FCP zone. If the market starts to go down, if I get a confirmation below 77055, okay, then I'm looking for a short into this FCP zone. Then I'll wait. Market can actually push back up, and that can give me a short-term opportunity to go long. Otherwise, if the market breaks through this FCP zone, the next one is going to be this level of 76321, and if that is also broken, then the next level is going to be other one. Now, at each of these levels you can look for support and resistance, because if the market actually breaks through it and performs a retest, then you have got a resistance, otherwise it's a support. So they work in both directions, right? You know, all of these levels, horizontal levels, will work in both directions. For now, I'm looking for short positions if the market gives me a confirmation here. If that happens, then I'm going to go for short. Otherwise, on the bullish side, if I go to the 4-hour time frame, remove this, on bullish side, what you can see that market has created this M pattern, and it has actually come back to retest this. So if I get a good confirmation here, then I'll go for a long position first into this area, into this level of 77228, and then I'll go for a long position into 77500. So that is what we have. At each of these levels, I'll also be looking for short positions when they are reached, because my bias at the moment is towards the downside, so any long position will be short-lived position. Okay, so that's what we have on Australian dollar. If you found this useful, make sure you hit the like button and share it with other traders, and put in a comment below this video to let me know what you think about this Australian dollar analysis, right? Okay, let's go to Euro USD. On Euro USD, similar sort of thing is happening. So market has come to this moving average and then has gone up. It is looking very weak right now. If I go to the daily time frame, this is how it is. I'm expecting market to go bearish on this. It can actually go bearish. Why? Because this actually the next candle can actually fill this entire wick, the previous candle's wick. It can be filled by a new candle. Why it jumped up? Because of this level, which was already there, and then we also had this mid of the Bollinger Band here, which pushed the price up. But because this rejection is still kind of bearish, I'm expecting a bearish candle to be there, but it remains to be seen how it actually behaves on Monday, because on Monday we have bank holiday in most of the countries, most of the regions, so you have to be very, very careful how it opens. It may just just drag, or go sideways, or a little bit up and down, all that. And these are the levels which are important, so I'm going to post them in the Telegram group. Let's look at it on what I envisage. So if I show you the Australian dollar again, on Australian dollar, if I go and show you this, the bull target has been reached already. This was the signal, buy signal, and bull target has been reached, and this has turned into red. All I'm waiting for now is, as soon as I get a red here on water wave, that will be a very good opportunity for a multi-week fall. Okay, so that's the weekly time frame. If I go to the daily time frame, what we have is that market is simply going sideways, but you see water is already telling you that that inclination is towards the downside, and we know why. We have seen the in FCP analysis just now, and these are the possible targets that we have, right? So all these white dots here that you can see on what I envisage, right, these are profit targets here. Now if you are interested in subscribing to what I envisage, it is available right now, and there are a few licenses left, so you can find the link in the description of this video, and you can subscribe. So all of these levels, I'm going to post them in Telegram group, and they are they're going to be profit target levels for what I envisage short. Okay, on here the market has come right into this, actually it has not reached even that, right? So that means if the market starts to go down, then this can also be a profit target level of 76719. The first profit target, the one before around here, has already been reached, which was 76978, and the short signal for that was this one. This is red, and everything was red. This entire thing is red. That's why it was a good possibility that it was going to come down to that profit target, right? So that's what we have on AUD USD. Let's go and check out Euro USD now. So if I just open that and oops, this one. Okay, on Euro USD, let's go to the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, there are few targets which are available at the higher point. Like, these are the bullish targets that you can go for, but these are on weekly time frame, so they may or may not come true right now. It's quite possible that they will, but right now we have this supply zone here. And that's why the market is reacting to that, and that's why I have a little bearish bias, even though I haven't seen any red color yet on the weekly time frame, but it is looking like a little bearish to me for now. So for that, we'll have to go to the daily time frame to see what's happening. On daily time frame, we have a very good signal here, which is red here, and then we have got a signal, and this is the profit target given by what I envisage. This is the level which can be reached, 1.20878. If the market finds enough bullish momentum for whatever reason, you see that these lines, above line, like upper lines, these ones are the weekly targets, and you will see that the daily also has an open profit target here. Right, so if in case for whatever reason it finds a bullish momentum, then I'm expecting it to reach one of these levels, 1.22785. On the bearish side, I've got these levels here. Right, so this is what we have on Euro USD. Let's go and check out GBP USD. Okay, on GBP USD, now this is still very strong. I know that market has come into this FCP zone, and there have been few trades that we could have taken, like we were able to take, like because of the W patterns and M patterns in there. But let's go and look at it on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, this is still consolidating. It is going sideways inside the FCP zone, which shows that all of those sell orders are being consumed by the market. So it is a good possibility, strong possibility, that market may continue to go higher. But for that, we'll need a good confirmation coming from Vata and Visage or something else, like any kind of mechanism that you might use. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for personally. But so my bias on GBP USD is still high, is still going upward. But if there is any opportunity on short-term downside, then I will take that. I have been playing few of these trades on WNM patterns here. If you're not able to spot them, there are very good WNM patterns. So one is around here, then there is one here, and then another one is formed here. So there are very good WNM patterns, and these are all part of our FCP trading as well. So if I get a good opportunity to go for a trade, a short trade, then I will go for it, and this is going to be my first profit target, 1.4079. This is going to be like an ultimate target that I'll be looking for. But my bias on GBP USD is still to the upside, because this is going sideways, and it has been going sideways for a long period of time, and it has been showing a lot of strength, and that is why this is still kind of bullish for now. Okay, let's look at it on what I envisage. Okay, if I go and find GBP USD, on GBP USD, you see, if I go to the weekly time frame, on weekly time frame we have a bullish trend going on, and this is also bullish, and we have a bullish signal here, and that supports my FCP analysis as well, that it is bullish. And this is the profit target that I'm looking for. This is where it can reach, 1.4350. That's the level it can reach. So you see, what I envisage is able to give you one of the best, like all these profit targets. But for now, what it is trying to do is struggle with this, right? It is struggling with this previous previous high, and once that has been broken, then only it can obviously go up there. And I'm expecting it to go there, even though there can be minor rejections on daily or maybe like 4-hourly time frames. And that's why I was saying that I can go for a few short positions here and there, but ultimately my bias is still to that upside. Okay, let's go and look at on daily time frame. On daily time frame also, what you can see, that market wanted to go down, but it has found enough momentum to create an engulfing candle, and now the price is above Vata curve, which shows that market wants to go higher. And this is the profit target which we have. This is the previous structure level, 1.4240, but the real target is going to be this one. Okay, so 1.42 1.993, so near about 1.43 level. This is where it can go. And FCP students, I posted a tutorial onto our Discord room, so go and check it out. I think this is what I mentioned in that free training video as well. Now, one thing that I should remind you of, that there is a gap here that may or may not get filled anytime soon. There was a gap on Euro USD which took near about 3.5 years to get filled. So do not rely on this, that this will be filled anytime next week or next day or next hour, next month, or even this year. It may or may not get filled. Okay, so just follow the market, what market is telling you. So far this is bullish, blue. This is bullish, blue. So far this is bearish. So right now this is consolidating because we have mixed signal. As soon as this turns blue, this is going to start moving upwards. Okay, so that's what we have on GBP USD. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button and share it with other traders and trading communities, right? Okay, so let's go and check out USD CAD. A lot of you have actually asked me to look into USD CAD. Usually USD CAD is inverse of AUD USD, so you should also be looking at DXY. And if you are trading US oil or UK oil, Brent or crude or whatever, then also you should be looking at USD CAD. Okay, so if I go to the monthly time frame, what we have is that market has created an M pattern here. Let me switch this off. Market has created this M pattern here. If you're not able to visualize, then this is how it is looking. Now it has reached a level, but the problem here is that it probably wants to go to another level, which is going to be a round number, a psychological number, a round number, and that is 1.20. so we are in FCP zone right now, and we have been there. So sometimes, the market was going upwards, downwards, upwards, downwards. So this is what it has been doing. It has been going sideways, and it has shown good indications of using the candlestick pattern that it wants to go higher. But you see, it has come very close to 1.2. so it is possibility that it may go up and then come back down to test that 1.2 levels, because it's so close to it that I don't believe that it won't come and touch it. This blue line is 1.2 level and we are right there. Okay, but you see the market is consolidating and it wants to go higher. It wants to go and look for that trade, but you see this is the structure. So it's quite a possibility that at some point in time it will just crash and then go back up. That's a sudden move. It can happen. It can happen in 1 day or 1 hour or in 4 hours. So you should be watchful for that. So you should watch this level completely. For now this is simply sideways. So if you know how to trade WNM patterns, then that is going to be the best one. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, there are few WNM patterns, pretty much like any currency pairs, and that's what we have. So let's look at it on what I envisage here. USD CAD. By the way, just as side note, what I envisage can be used on anything, any market which is available on your MT4. So I can use it on stocks as well. I can make use of it on like gold or any precious metals, currency pairs, indices, cryptos, anything, whatever is available under your MT4, you should be able to use it on. Okay, okay, so let's go and look at the USD CAD, and let's go to the monthly time frame, and these are the levels that we identified in the previous analysis. As you can see, the market has reached there, this level. Now there are few extended levels on monthly time frame which are available here, 1.7899, and then we also have another level which is open, 1.6231. so if the market becomes extremely bearish, then it is expected to reach there. But what I'm expecting here is the market to ultimately find some footing here and then go back to water curve ultimately, and that can also give strength to DXY. Why is that? Because the market is too far away from the water curve, and when it goes too far away from the water curve, it tries to go back to it. So this is what I'm looking on the monthly time frame. It may take a few months, maybe by end of this year this can happen. Okay, so this is what we have here on weekly time frame. We are looking at a little bullishness here, but as I said, so far everything is looking bearish. Red, red here. We haven't got any bullish sign. Even if we go for a bullish sign, remember we have 1.2 level here, so you have to be careful. Don't just rely on like any kind of like technical analysis, because you have this very psychological number, very important psychological number there. If I go to the daily time frame, this again looking very like this is going sideways. Even though it wants to go higher, it has found a bullish momentum, but you see this is not going anywhere, and there is an open short target which is right here. So I'm expecting market to reach there if it finds enough momentum. So that can be 1.19284, but it all depends on whether it becomes red once again and it starts to go through 1.20. So this target may not be reached. It will only be reached if it goes red and the 1.2 does not become support. Okay, then only it can be reached. If I go to 4 hour, there is not much here other than that you could have played like WNM patterns. So if I just remove this and go and look at the 30 minutes, I'll show you what you could have done. Okay, so here we have nice W pattern here, and this was the profit target for that, and in that process we also have an M pattern forming, and this could reach this profit target level here. And before that you also had, if I squeeze in, then you also had W pattern here, and the profit target was nearly around here, which has not been reached because it is very highly probable, but sometimes it market can do whatever it wants to do. But you can see there are a lot of W patterns. There is an M pattern here, there is a W pattern here, there are so many patterns. So you can just play this all day long. You do not have to predict the market, you just go with the flow. If the market is just analyze the market on both sides, bear and bullish, and if the market starts to go in one direction, you find the confirmation and you start taking the trade in that direction, because traders can make money on both sides. You do not have to just marry the direction. You cannot just say, yeah, I just want to go short on the USD CAD because this guy or whatever said so. No, just try to learn to read the charts yourself, and then try to do it your way. Right, so this is what we had for Forex. We have been able to cover DXY, EUR USD, AUD USD, GBP USD and USD CAD. If you enjoyed this analysis, found this useful, educational, or for any help, then make sure you hit the like button, show some support and gratitude for this entire effort, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel and share it with other traders and trading communities as well. Right, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week next week. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.